It was almost bittersweet. Since the passing of Virgil Abloh, Louis Vuitton has ushered in their new creative director, Pharrell Williams. We know Pharrell Williams, a Grammy Award winning producer, singer, songwriter, rapper, anything you can think of, okay? Also, Pharrell has a huge impact in fashion. Back in February, on Valentine's Day, Louis Vuitton has announced that Pharrell will be the new creative director for Louis Vuitton Men's. And Louis Vuitton said, Louis Vuitton is delighted to welcome Pharrell Williams as its new men's creative director. His first collection for Louis Vuitton will be revealed next June during Men's Fashion Week in Paris. Pharrell Williams is a visionary whose creative universes expand from music to art and to fashion, establishing himself as a cultural global icon over the past 20 years. The way in which he breaks boundaries across various worlds he explores aligns with Louis Vuitton's status as a cultural maison, reinforcing its values of innovation, pioneer spirit, and entrepreneurship. So reading that paragraph, one thing that stuck out to me was that in 2004 and 2008, Pharrell had collaborations with Louis Vuitton. So they kind of got some history together. So let's talk about who is Pharrell. We already know him as this very established music artist. He's worked with the likes of Nicki, Katy, Calvin Harris, Ariana Grande, Missy Elliott, Beyonce, everybody in the music industry that you know is a legend, he has worked with. Okay, so we know him as that established music artist, that hit maker, that extraordinary record producer. So who is Pharrell in terms of fashion? So in 2003, Pharrell founded Billionaire's Boy Club alongside with Nigo. It's a luxury streetwear brand, and it gained recognition pretty quickly, pretty fast amongst the industry. I kind of do remember it like vaguely being referenced amongst different celebrities, but I didn't know that it was Pharrell's brand. Over the past 2 decades, Pharrell has done numerous collaborations with multiple luxury brands. So he's done collaborations with Moncler, Chanel, Adidas, also Louis Vuitton, just to name a few. And I feel like those are like the more like iconic collaborations that he's done. With Louis Vuitton, he made the Millionaire shades. Those were like the shades that like everybody wanted, and it was like these really like colorful glasses and had like gold detailing at the top. They're still like in rotation today. Like it's an archival piece, but it's something everybody wants. Like if you're a collector, it's a piece that like everybody wants. And with Moncler, he created an entire collection for Moncler. One of his most like notable, most infamous collaborations is the Adidas x Pharrell collab. So this birthed the superstar shoe that everybody and their mama was wearing. The Adidas Superstar shoe was a commercial success back in 2015, 2016. This shoe was the shit. If you were not wearing this, I remember this, but I did not know that it was Pharrell's collaboration. I remember this shoe when it dropped and everybody and their mama went to go get it, especially like that black and white one. Or the one with like gold detailing on it. If you didn't have this shoe, you were not popping. The Superstars, or if you ain't had the KDs, or if you ain't had Hirachis, you was not popping, babes, back in 2015, 2016. So I feel like the Pharrell x Adidas collab really brought like, it really solidified his name in the fashion world. Like, yes, Pharrell is known for like wearing crazy stuff on the red carpets, and he's known for like his collaborations. When it came to the Adidas collab, that was something that like really stuck. So I really feel like that gave him that staple in the fashion industry. And then also he went on to collaborate with Chanel. Why did Louis Vuitton pick Pharrell? So I think why Louis Vuitton picked Pharrell to be the next creative director after Virgil. You know, Virgil, he had a great run. And you know, rest his soul, but he had a great run at Louis Vuitton, and I really feel like he brought Louis Vuitton Men's back to life. He made it more mainstream. You know, it just wasn't like, oh, here's the men's brand. Prior to Virgil, it was just, oh, that's just the men's category of Louis Vuitton, and they were more so focused on women's wear and bags, right? But when Virgil came along, he actually gave substance to the Louis Vuitton menswear, right? Picking somebody was going to be hard. Like I already kind of felt like it was going to be hard to pick somebody because everybody loved Virgil, everybody adored Virgil. If you don't have to wear a lick of designer, but you knew who Virgil Abloh was, you knew his designs, you knew who he was and what he did. You either knew him from Off-White or you knew him from Louis Vuitton. Picking a creative director after him was going to be hard. So they had to have somebody who had history with Louis Vuitton, and they have to have somebody who's like a trendsetter and a trailblazer, and somebody who is like, who has that creative and wacky eye, because Virgil's, like, if you look at Virgil's collections, like they're crazy, they're wacky, not in a negative connotation, more so just like it's very over the top, very impractical but practical at the same time. Pharrell fits that category very well, because if you look at what this man wears on the red carpet, like it makes sense. If you listen to the kind of music Pharrell makes and produces for other artists, it makes sense. His creative direction and his take upon art, it really aligns with the Louis Vuitton menswear. I think this would be a great fit, and I can't wait to see what Pharrell is cooking up in the warehouse, in the fashion studio. I can't wait to see what he's cooking up. So it's been a lot of backlash. I think the reason why it's been a lot of backlash, like people were saying like, oh, we wanted such and such, we wanted this person, we wanted that person. I don't know, some of it kind of felt like a little like racially undertoned to me. Like it kind of did. I think the reason why people gave Pharrell so much backlash is because it was just like caught off guard. Like, you know, we were still mourning the loss of Virgil. So it was like when that announcement came, it was like, damn, you already chose somebody else. Not too long ago, before they announced Pharrell, they just showed Virgil's last collection. It was almost bittersweet. I understand why people were mad about it. I'm not mad that they chose Pharrell. I think Pharrell is a great option. At first I was like, okay, why Pharrell? Like, why couldn't we get like a black woman up in there? Now that I think about it and I really I dissected it, I was like, okay, you know, Pharrell's not that bad of an option, because he really does have that kind of quirky, impractical, practical sense of style that makes sense for the brand. But I can't wait to see what Pharrell is gonna do in June for Louis Vuitton, considering he has like history with Adidas. Like, are we gonna get like a Pharrell, Adidas, Louis Vuitton collab? Like, cause you know, with Virgil, his brand Off-White had like a bunch of collabs with Nike. So like, and eventually he brought Nike to Louis Vuitton. So like, is that effect is gonna happen soon? Like, are we gonna get an Adidas x Louis Vuitton? Like, we got an Adidas x Gucci. Like, what's tea? What's gonna be the tea? Like, I really want to know. But yeah, like, I just want to know, like, what is it going to be? You know, his signature is the top hat, right? So is he going to integrate that into his collection or what? Like, I don't know what's it going to be, but I'm really excited for Pharrell to do his thing on the runway. Let me know what y'all think about Pharrell being at Louis Vuitton. Do y'all think it's a fit for him, or do y'all think it should have been somebody else? All right, y'all, that concludes my video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe. And also, don't forget to follow me on all of my social medias. They'll be put up here, let me link down below. And yeah, I love you guys. Bye.